Hello and welcome back to the Imperfect Question. This video is going to be about my horse who's become unconfident trailer loading and how we can make him feel better about it. It's quite a long video in places, so do refer to the chapter guide below if you want to skip ahead any. It starts a little bit slow with progress, but it quickly speeds up. I hope you enjoy it.
You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you.
So when we went to archery camp last week, we had a little bit of an incident in the trailer. I heard a little bit of a bang when I was going down there, and I popped out and had a look around the trailer, and I could see that a back hinge had gone, but had a look inside and all looked well from what I could see inside, and Comanche looked okay. Continued to the archery camp, and when I got there and got him out, I could see that there'd actually been a bit of an accident inside, which I'll show you more of what happened in a second. And when we went to go home, it had made him really unconfident in the trailer, and I actually needed some friends to help me load him. And usually he's really good at loading into a trailer, so obviously I need to do some more work with him to get his confidence back after that incident. But let's go show you what happened first. So when I heard the bang, I came outside and had a look around the trailer to see if I could see anything particular that had banged. And you can see that on this hinge here, my husband's had to replace some of the screws and nuts to keep this hinge in, because this hinge was actually hanging open and not connected at all, and you can see a bit of a dent in the door. Now, I was really confused about this because obviously the back bar was in place, and I wondered how any of this could have happened. So initially, when I heard the bang, I came and looked at Comanche as I'd stopped whilst we were travelling, and his head obviously was here and everything looked fine there, and I had a quick look left to right and couldn't see anything particular and carried on travelling. But when I got to the venue and stopped and we got him out, you can see that actually what had happened is somehow the back panel had come out. Now, it was actually hanging off a little bit worse than this that you see now. It was kind of more flat against the door, and the hinge at the back had come off mostly loose. So my husband's refixed that now. I've just kind of reenacted it a little bit so you can see what went on. So because that was hanging right down and the hinge was loose over there, he was able to put pressure onto the back door. Now, luckily, I always have a block between the two doors to put a bit more support on, so that was really lucky. And it's quite a bit of a shock, really, because he shouldn't be able to do that. I'll just put it back together so you can see it normally. So you can see that normally there's a really large screw pin that comes in fairly deep into the top, and there's a fixed pin that goes in to hinge the bottom, which also comes up fairly high inside. So realistically, he should not be able to get that undone. And there was normally a elastic that goes from side to side as well, so also that's a support. The only thing I can literally think of that he could have done is that somehow this piece here must have been facing him, and I don't know how, but he must have pushed against this bar and that and pushed the whole thing up in one go, because his bum does come quite high in here, so he is kind of in range of this. So I can only think that somehow he's done that and lifted both together, got it off the bottom pin, and then managed to drop it down, and then obviously panicked because this, unfortunately, would have been banging against his leg. So a little bit scary, really, and I can understand why he was quite reluctant to go back in again. So this is the elastic that would go across in between, and as you can see, whatever happened has overstretched it now, so I'll need a new elastic most likely to go on there. And what I did when we came home, just because that's the only thing I could think of that had happened with the trailer, was I made sure that this pin was facing all the way as much as it could in this direction, so that it's not pointing over to the other side at all, so there was no way of him catching it. That was about the best I could think of to do, unfortunately. Now, we actually had used the trailer the week before to take both horses out, and it was all secured then, and we had no problems travelling then, and I had checked it again since. So it's not that we didn't quite put the screw back in properly, it was back together properly. So I've literally not much of a clue other than the fact that he must have caught it himself and pushed it up, and it is a little bit scary that that could happen. So anyway, let's go get him, and we'll do some confidence training with him to get him feeling better about going into the trailer again. For a few days, I've had the trailer outside. You can see I've got it well supported with bricks to stop it moving around and support weight on the back and the front. And I've had this out just so Comanche can come and in his own time explore around it. So before we do any actual trailer loading, I've brought Comanche down to the bottom field where I've got some obstacles because we need to check the ingredients of our loading first. You might notice he gets a bit distracted with the grazing because there's a lot more grass down here. I've not been in this field for a while, so he might get distracted as we play, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a pedestal here, which is to mimic him stepping into the trailer to see if he feels confident with that. And I've got 2 barrels here that he needs to walk between to see how he feels about squeezing between some objects. So obviously it's not a full trailer. We're kind of taking elements of the trailer and separating them so that we can see how we react to those situations. If he seems to have a problem with one of those situations, then at that point I will tackle it and break it down and spend more time on that area. So let's give it a go. So first we're going to try the pedestal. And what I'm looking for with this is, will he confidently put his front feet on there? So that's a start. And then what I'll be looking for is he confident enough to either put 4 feet on or walk directly over? If he starts backing off, or he doesn't want to put his feet on, or he moves left to right at any point and just kind of comes off as he walks, then I'll be judging that to see if I think we need to improve it, as that will help us later when he's stepping onto the trailer. Come on then, Comanche, give it a go. Walk on. So he's having a look at the pedestal. Good boy. Reiterate, that's what I'm looking for. Good boy. Now I've got some sweets, so I'll just give him a bit of one to tell him he's doing the right thing. Good boy. Well done. So he wasn't too worried then, maybe slightly hesitant more than usual, but he put his front feet on, but he's backed off. Okay, so he's having another look. We're going to ask him again. Come on. Now, is he willing to bring those back feet forward a little bit more? Nearly. Very good boy. So he was quite confident with that on his second go. And I'll see if he's willing to walk off forwards over the front. Good boy. Wonderful. That was lovely and smooth. He didn't panic or fall off or anything. So we'll give that another go and see how he feels about it on his third attempt. Come on. Straight on with the front ones. He's a little bit awkwardly placed, so we'll see if we can move him over a little bit. Let's try and try again. Much better placement. And he's already trying with the back ones. Well done, Comanche. Good boy. I think he's well deserving a reward for that one. Come here. Although the grass in itself is a reward. So I think he's doing really well with the pedestal. Let's go try see how he feels about the barrels. So all I'm looking for with the barrels is that he's willing to walk between them quite happily. If he wasn't happy about doing that, what he might do is either stop before the barrels, or you might see him rush through as he feels the pressure from the objects on his sides as he goes through. They won't actually be touching him, but it's just a mental pressure of them being either side. So that's what we're looking for. Can he walk through very calmly? Send him through. Lovely, that was good. I'll see if he'll do it the other way around. Turn. Turn. And send him the other way. Good boy. Keeping a steady pace. He's actually eating halfway through, so that's good that he's willing to stop there, because it means he's not feeling threatened by it. If he stopped before it, I might be worried that he was worried to go through, but this is probably quite a sensitive place halfway through, so I feel he feels okay. Good boy. Well done, darling. So I'm happy with those elements so far. So we're going to move on to something slightly more challenging. So as you can see, I've created a much more mentally challenging situation now. Now he's going to have to step onto something and have the pressure of something either side of him. So this is a little bit nearer to the feel of what a trailer would be like to go in. There's no roof at the minute, and obviously it doesn't extend forward, but we're just doing simulations the best we can. And again, this is a little bit more challenging so I can test how he copes with his situation. And if he doesn't cope, then we'll tackle that then. Stepping on, lovely. There we go. Not too bad. Now, I would say it was a little bit more speedy than before. He didn't wait on the pedestal and he stepped entirely over with the back leg. So let's try it again and just reassess it and see what we think. Good boy. That's it. Bit more fork going into it now. Good boy. I'd say that was quite a bit calmer. I'll give him a little treat to say he did the right thing. And I think I might try it just one more time for luck. Come on, Comanche. Yep. On nicely. Lovely reach with the back legs. Contact with both and smoothly off. Really nice. That was lovely and calm. Another treat. Now let's move on to something, again, a little bit more challenging. So here's the last piece of the trailer simulation. And it's probably the last piece I can offer him before tackling the actual trailer. It's a doorway. Now, in some ways, this may not be too hard for him because it's a doorway into a shelter that he uses every day. But there is a squeeze from the top, from both sides, and a step up at the bottom. So this is as near to the trailer as I can offer him without going into the trailer. So let's see how he feels about being sent in there. Come on, good boy. Good boy. And I'll just turn him around and bring him back out again. Come on. Now that seemed very calm. I know he's used to going in there, but I don't have anything else that's anything near the trailer. So it's worth putting in there for him. Let's give it one more go just to check. You think it's very easy for him, but you'd be surprised how much a horse can change its opinion about going in and out of their own stable when they understand it's an exercise instead of just going in for food or bedtime. Come on. Turn around. Good boy. Lovely. I think we're ready to try and tackle the trailer now. Now we're ready to try with a trailer, and I've completely removed the partition to make it a bit more open and safe for him to feel comfortable in there. And I've also completely opened up the front ramp so that there's more light coming in, and should he feel that he needs to go straight through, he can. You see, I've switched to a longer rope as well so that if he does go all the way through, I don't need to chase him. Now, to start with, I'll be asking him to step on of his own accord, and I'll either be looking for him to walk calmly through or to hopefully just stay on there a little bit of his own accord. If he really struggles with this, I've got some options. I could try and lead him on for the first few to help give him confidence by me being there, or we could just start straight away with some approach and retreat and see how he feels about things. I think what I'll do just before we try and get on though is just move him in front of the trailer itself to see how he feels about the doors being open. Go on, Comanche. Good boy. Go on. Fairly calm. So he didn't come across as particularly evasive then, so I think we can try and start with stepping on. As I mentioned, the reason I'm asking him to step on rather than lead him straight on is because I can assess his confidence more that way. If I walk on with him, he's going to be taking a lot of confidence from me, which is a good thing in some ways and sometimes, but I also want to be able to see how he's feeling about the situation. So let's lead him around and take him on. He's approaching, he's looking in with his nose, rocking back a little bit, and he's a little bit starey with his eyes at the moment. He's having a good look around. Good boy. So I'll give him a second to be curious about it. Back. But I don't want to give him too long because he is familiar with the situation. So I want him to start thinking about getting on. Okay. Oh, that took a lot of mental there. He thought about lifting his leg on. but he's been stopped. There we are. Good boy. Back him away again. And send him again. Good boy. Walk on. Just tapping his bum to ask him to go forward a bit. That's it. When he's trying, I leave him alone. Good lad. Now, if this was his very first time, I'd give him more time standing there, but I think he's thinking just a little bit too much about it all, so I want to keep him moving a little bit. On. Good boy. Good boy. It's a little bit closer this time. I don't know if you noticed that. Good boy. Good boy. Back away a little. Just a little. Sit and go again. Walk on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So now he's tried a bit more, back him right away again. Give him a better approach. Good lad. Good boy. That's lovely. There we are. I knew we could try a little bit harder. Well done. So I'll give him a tiny bit of treat for that. So he's really trying mentally quite hard now. So I'll ask him again forward. Good boy, that's the other foot. So we'll give him a bit more treat again for that. So we're reapproaching again, see how he does this time. Oh, nearly 2 feet, nearly. Really thought about it then, but he got a little concerned. So back him up again. Good boy. And ask him in again. So he's been challenged here really between wanting to please me with something and being worried and concerned about getting on. Here we go, good boy. Good boy. Very deserving of a treat, that one. But see how he couldn't stay there confidently. He came back out quite quickly. Really tried hard for me then, so I'll just give him a second. And in fact, I might just walk him away for a minute as a bit of a reward. So here we come again. Good boy, lots of praise. And that was much more confident in just getting those first 2 legs on there. Good boy. Do you see how the approach that time was more thinking forward and going on? He's licking and chewing, so he's understanding a little bit what he's done. So I will ask him probably from that spot now to see if he can repeat that again. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And his feet are actually a little bit further in this time, and they're more solidly set on the ground. I don't know if you can see that from there. Good boy. So again, I'm going to walk him away a second because he did quite well then. So I'm asking him on again. Really good. Oh, and straight onto the back leg. So I'll leave him there, and it's his choice. Does he want to go forward? Does he want to stand there? He was a little concerned when I touched him then, so that just shows he wasn't very confident in there. Good boy. He tried really hard though. Again, walk away, because that seemed to help him quite a lot. And approach again. Look how much more confident he is going forward now, but we hesitated a bit with the back legs. That's because he felt worried last time. Good boy. But I know he can do it, so I'm going to ask again. Really good, really good. Good boy. That was a huge try then. Let's try again. Good boy. Good boy. Straight back up. Nearly. nearly hesitated by his own worry about going in. But you can see with his front legs in, he's staying a bit longer now, feeling a bit more confident about that. Oh, and look at that, he managed to check in with me whilst keeping his front legs in, and that was a bit of an advancement. Good boy. So I can see he's worried there, so I don't want to push him when he's in whilst he's feeling worried. Really good. Back leg's gone in. He's actually looking out the front door now. But it's quite interesting how he still feels confident coming backwards rather than going out the front door. You'd think once he was in, he would feel the pressure to go forward. So he's obviously feeling that I'm quite a safe place as a person, that he needs to come back and be with me. With Comanche seemingly losing confidence, I decided to switch tactics and lead him through instead, see if he could gain some confidence from following me. This seemed to have the desired effect, so we repeated it a few times. Each time I was checking that he was seeming to grow in his confidence and be more steady as he went through, and hopefully he'd check in with me a few times as well. I think he did amazingly well at this. I was very proud. After I felt that I could trust that his confidence had grown, I went back to sending him on in front of me and following him through. You can see he was much more confident at going all the way through this time, no hesitation at all. Good boy, well done. There we are, good boy. So he managed to walk through on his own then, and I don't mind that he's not staying in there. I'd rather see him confident to just smoothly walk through at the moment. Try that a couple more times. Send him on. Much less to send him on now. Allowing him to go through. Good boy. And following just because of the rope. I don't want it to get tangled up anywhere. Good boy. So now he can go on and through. I think I'm going to go on and see if I can, with him, and see if I can make a hesitation and see how he feels about standing there, but with me there. I'll see if he will hesitate with me. Good boy. Moving a little bit, he's looking to me, and he was a bit concerned, but he did go through fine. And he waited fine. Okay. So I'm just asking him to pause in here. Very good. And out we go. So now I'll put the ramp up so that the forward exit isn't an option. And we'll see if he is anywhere near happy to be in the box with the front ramp closed. The top door's still open. Send him on. So the door's closed, he's finding it a little bit more unsure. The gas is actually showing how unsure he is about it. Just like us, they get kind of stomach issues from worry and concern. You'll often find that they'll poop a lot more when getting into a trailer as well. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So he's gone to look through the front door. He's standing in there a little bit better than before. Good boy. And that was really good. Good boy. Much better going in. He's looking out the front door. Good boy. Good boy. Now that wasn't too bad at all. He had a good look out the front door. He wasn't too worried in there. Obviously couldn't stay in there. But I feel that for today and for this session, we've got really quite far, and that's probably a good place to leave it, and we'll continue it with another session. So it's another day and we're about to start our second session with the trailer. As you can see behind me, I've got the front ramp open again, and also what you can see there is I've got a full width breast bar on the front. So the idea with this is I'm hoping that I can get him on, but he won't be able to go all the way through now. So I'm looking for him to spend more relaxed time on the trailer today and just practice going on and off with some rewards by walking away when he does good or a treat. So we'll see how that goes. So today I've got my short lead rope back on again. That's because we've got the bar in there and he won't be able to walk any further than that. So I don't need to worry about not having enough rope to follow him through. I'm just going to hang out at the front of the trailer for a little bit first to make it a good place to be. Lots of strokes and some treats maybe. And then seeing as yesterday, he actually took a lot of confidence from me leading him. I'm probably going to lead him in there first and stand with him, see how he feels about that. And then I'll come back to sending him on. Now, Comanche does already know how to trailer load. So I'm not so much looking at it from a point that, oh, I want to be outside and need to send him on. He knows how to do that. This is more about his confidence. And after seeing how he coped with the other trailer loading session, where when I led him, he did take so much confidence from me, I feel that's probably a better route to go for him. So I'm just going to hang out for a little bit here first.
Not long ago you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna talk, I'm right here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna go out, we can go out. You can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out. I'm by your side now. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Stand up tall, I know you can be brave, brave, brave. I know you can be brave, brave, brave. I know it did you wrong, wish I could take your pain away. 'Cause I hate seeing tears streaming down your face. I know you're strong, won't feel this way for long, no. If you wanna go out, we can go out. We can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out. I'm by your side now. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again.
So I'm really pleased with how that second session went. As you can see, I came on with him first and he got a bit of confidence from that. And then when I sent him on, it was a lot less drama. And eventually he could stay on for a reasonably short but confident amount of time. And I like to keep letting him out the front so that he doesn't just keep coming out the back to find treats and things like that. And I think he did really well. So we'll leave the second session there. Session number 3. And I've put the trailer back together a little bit more with the partition in the middle. Let's have a look. So you can see I've added the center bar and the front and back partitions, but I've left them fully to the side so that we can go in. And although there is a bit of a squeeze here, it's still really quite open to come in and go all the way through. So my intention to start with will just be to see if he will follow me through that small space and out down the front ramp. Ready? Good boy. Good boy. So he's showing a little bit of hesitation. I tried to walk in confidently first, let him have a look. Ask him up. Good boy. Excellent effort. See what he does. Will he come through with me? Good boy. Now he may feel a bit squeezed, so I just need to be careful coming out. He did really well, really well. There was obviously feeling a bit more hesitation from the fact that the partition is in there. But we'll see how he does again now he's experienced that once. And again, I'm choosing to lead him in rather than send him at the moment, because we've seen over the past few sessions how he takes a bit of confidence from me doing that, even though eventually I really want to just be able to send him in. Come on. Good boy. Much more confident. Straight on then and straight through. Really good. I don't think we need to do too many of these, but I'm going to have a go again. Straight in. Really good, really good. Beautiful. Well done, Comanche. You did really well then. So we need to increase the difficulty just a little bit again. To add complexity, we're switching to the other side now. And the reason I've done that is because, as you can see, I have opened up into a more closed position the front partition so that it's more in the place that he would be if he was traveling. And then this back partition I've left fully open so that as he enters there's lots of space. But the reason I've done that is because from this side I can still walk him straight out down the ramp, whereas on the other side he's obviously slightly trapped for a second until I release the front partition to let him through. So from this side, although it's not his normal side, so that is a little bit more complicated for him, I admit, but from this side we can start to add the squeeze pressure from the side and see how he does with that. So my aim is to again walk on like nothing's changed, even though he's going to be very aware something just changed. And he's following me. I'm very pleased. Walking through. Now to me that sounded a little bit quicker, but we'll go again. Up. Will he follow me? Yes, he will. And he's going through. That's very, very good. Really good now. One more go at that. And this time I'll see if he can pause a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. So you could see with the pause, he maybe looked a little bit surprised by the fact that I paused him. So I'll try again. Whoa. See if he can spend a second there. I'll give him a treat. Good boy. He's not looking too alarmed by the partition. Good boy. There we are. Well done, Comanche. Again, we've increased the difficulty. We've now fully closed the partitions. So you can see there's a nice tight squeeze through there, but he can still get out the front door. And I'm going to see how he leads through now. I've not got his rope tight, and I'm just walking in again like nothing's happened. Really good. I'm so pleased with how he's doing. Again, this time I'm going straight on and ask him for a pause if he can. Can he pause? He looks okay. He's relaxing a bit, spreading his feet. Give him a good rub, a bit of a sweet. There we are. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm adding a breast bar now. I shall lead him through. I've not got it done out, so I can just undo it and he can come out. But we'll see how he feels about that. So in he comes. Give him a sweet. Good boy. Now he's not sure, so I'm just going to let him out this way. I'd rather his energy was coming forward at the moment. Good boy. I've just replaced the bar. And we'll try again. That's good that there was no extra hesitation coming on there. I wondered if there was B. Now he knew there was a bar there. And again, I'm just going to take the bar down and lead him out. So we're upping the challenge a little bit more again. I've got my line, my stick, and I'm going to see if he lets me send him through. And just like the other time, I can follow him through, no problem at all. So I'll try it from this side, although I haven't been sending him from this side, so he might find that a bit strange as well. But we'll see how he feels about it. Good boy. A question to me, do you want that, Mum? I say, yes, please. So being careful that the rope doesn't snag. I'm loving the fact that he's pausing himself. And he's out. Good boy. So that took a great deal more bravery for him. Well done. Try him again. Much less hesitation this time. Good, nice and steady. Lovely. Good boy. So this time I'm going to see if I can purposefully ask him to hesitate. Oh, good boy. So his mind was still very much forward then. He did hesitate when I put a bit of pressure on. He did stop when I asked. He didn't barge through, but you could see he was drifting forward quite a lot then, and I really would like him to feel more relaxed. Oh, good boy. Nope. Good boy. So as I paused him that time, he did think about coming out backwards. So I asked him forward again and he successfully went forward. But there was definitely more of a hesitation there, which is what I wanted. I've switched back to my short rope because the next part's going to be one of the most challenging parts for Comanche mentally. So I'm going to stay with him and I've asked my husband to come along and help for this part. The first part we're going to do is I'm going to walk him into the trailer and ask him to pause at the front of the trailer. We're not going to have any breast bar up there at all, so he can get out the front if he wants to. And my husband's going to put the back bar into position. I expect that the first time Comanche will probably want to get out quite quickly, and we'll repeat again until he feels confident enough to stand there. Let's see how he goes. Stand, good boy. So I'm just in the ramp in case I need to move, and my husband's there behind him. And he's just putting the ramp on. Now what's happening is Comanche's a bit unsure and he's wobbling around a little bit. So I'm just going to bring him forward and out a little bit. Really good boy, well done. So I'm looking for his confidence to increase. Again, I'm just in somewhere I can get out quickly, but I'm asking him to stand there, reassuring him, good boy. He's doing much better and he's managing to stand there a moment. And now he wants to come out, so we'll come out. Really good boy, well done. Asking him to stand and wait again. My husband's just going to put the bar up. He's looking much more relaxed about it. Really good boy. Wait there for a moment, see how he does. He's getting cheeky, so he must be all right. And lead him out. That was the best so far. Really good, Comanche. One final thing for today, I think. It's a little more challenging now. What I want my husband to do is take Comanche in. I've put the front bar on. So we're going to see if he can stand at the front quietly whilst I then secure the rear bar. And If he doesn't, obviously if he's coming backwards, I'll get out of the way, or my husband will lift the front bar and preferably let him out the front. But safety is the main feature here, so we're going to take this slowly, and we're doing it with two of us so that one of us can be a comfort to him and we can monitor the situation as much as we can. See if I go forward a little more. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Talk to me. I'll put this bar in. That's it. Good boy. Now open up the front one and let him out. Watch yourself as you go. That's it. Really good. Well done, Comanche. So he was a little bit unconfident and a little bit wobbly, not sure whether to back up or not, but he did well staying on with some support from Pete. So we're going to try that one more time. He's going straight on, nice and confidently. Pete's gone under. He's not in too bad a position. Good boy, Comanche. Good boy, lifting the bar, popping it in. Good boy. See if he'll wait there a little bit longer. Looks a bit more relaxed now. And if you could lift the bar and let him out, Pete, please. That was a lot better. I think we'll do that one more time. Oh, careful. On he gets. In. Good boy, Comanche. Good boy. Very good boy. Well done. Well done. Good boy. He's looking a bit more relaxed now. Looking out the front door nicely. Okay, Pete, if you could lift the bar and let him out. So that really was a lot for Comanche in that session. There was a lot of quick fire we went through, and he got things quite quickly, so we moved on quite quickly. But we have to be careful that when he seems to be getting things so well, that we don't just keep blasting forward. So I think we've really done a lot for him mentally to be able to put him back out in field, let him think about what's happened, and we can move on a little bit more with our progress next time. But today we managed to get him into the trailer. He sent on his own at some points, and we had the back and the front bars closed on him, which the other day he was terrified of the back bar being closed on him, and especially when the door shuts. So we've still shut the door, but that will come in another session. Session 4, and what we plan on doing today is loading Comanche, same as we did yesterday with a front bar on, and then closing the back door today as well as the back bar. So I'm going to get my husband to help me with that again today. And we are fighting the wind a little bit, so that's why we have to have her cone against some of the doors today. Hopefully it'll go okay. Pete's leading him on, going straight in. Comanche's following. When he gets up to the front bar, a little bit further forward, please, Pete, if possible. Good boy. Good boy, Comanche. I'm just going to lift and secure the bar. I'm not locking it in place for now. I'm just going to slowly bring the door around. Now we're leaving the other door open for now, just to help him feel open. Good boy. And fully shutting the door. He's doing really well. Okay, Pete, you can open the bar and let him out. Well done, Comanche. Same again. Pete's just walking him on and into the trailer. Good boy. I'm just lifting the back bar. Good boy, Comanche. Good boy. And I'm slowly going to close the door. How's he doing, Pete? Pete says he's doing fine. Shutting the door. Just checking on him. How's he doing? Great. Okay, so we'll just wait a second, see if he can stay a little bit longer now. Okay, you can open the front, Pete, and let him out. Well done, Comanche. Really good boy. Now he's done so well with my husband at the front and with the door being closed, it's time for the ultimate test. Can he go in on his own without any support from the front and we close the door? Now to start this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him in, close the back bar and go round the front quite quickly to give him a treat so he knows the good things will come forwards when I'm not there. Come on, good boy. Good boy. So I'm just going to try and lift the back bar. Good boy, Comanche. Go to the front quite quickly and give him a bit of a sweet. Good boy. Good boy. He did really well with that. He could hear the bar rattling behind. You could see there was a little bit of tension, but as soon as I got to the front, he was quite happy with me being there. So I'm going to try and close the door this time. So wish us luck. Okay. Good boy. On you go. Good boy. So up with the back bar. Oh, do you want to come out? Good boy. Forward. Back bar goes on, and I'm slowly closing the door. Good boy. He pushed back a little bit. He was a little unsure then, but JJ is running around outside, so you can probably hear her. I'll quickly go to the front to let him out. Okay. He did super well then. I think we'll give it another go. So I send him again. Good boy. Good boy. Lifting the bar. Good boy. And shutting the door. Much steadier, really good. Well done, Comanche. Now I'm not going to leave it long. I'm going to go round to the front and support him here. Good boy. Just give him a moment here. A bit of a treat. Good lad. Good boy. Take him out. Good boy. Repeating for a third go, sending him on. Good boy. And he goes nicely. Good boy. Lifting the bar, Comanche. Good boy. Shutting the door. There we go. And I'll go round to the front to him. He's already waiting. Good boy. You're doing so well. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So I can let him out now. Well done, Comanche. Come forward. Now, I could go on to practice that a bit more with the ramp up at the front and also with the other door closed, but we don't really need to face those at the moment. I think really the next step in the next session will be probably to take him out for a ride in the trailer so we can experience that again and see how he copes. Session 5, and as you can see, Comanche's here and we've got the trailer hooked up to the car. So I'm really hoping that today is going to be the day that we take Comanche on a little trip out. Hopefully he'll still load okay. We've got all the phases in so far. Let's see how we do. So even though we've done all that prep, I don't want to just rush him in and shut the door. What I want to do is just run him through a couple of times to see if he feels comfortable going on and off, and then we'll get back to the phase of shutting the door again. I won't be long. I just want to make sure he's confident today. The other thing is I'm going to be putting him in on the usual side that he travels, so that will be a little bit different for him again. So I'm starting by leading him on and through. Good boy. And he's happily followed me all the way through. So I might do that one more time. A little bit more swing out because I've got one door closed already. Good boy. There we go. Now I might send him on, see if he'll send on. Good boy. And meet him at the front. Good boy. So he seems quite happy with that. I'm going to shut the front bar. I've shut the front bar now. So now I'm going to send him on. And if he's comfortable on there, I will shut the bar and shut the door. Good boy. Send him on. Good boy. Good boy. Closing the bar, Comanche. Good boy. Closing the bar. Good boy. Need to put the pin in today. Good boy. And going to shut the door slowly. Good boy. He's doing really well. Good boy. Make sure all the doors are shut. Just go get a lock for it. Pop the lock on. Just give him a little reward for coming in. Well done, good boy. Pop the other bar up so it's not banging around whilst we're travelling. And I've just got to secure him ready for travelling now. Good boy. Because I use rope head collars, I'm using the clips where you thread the rope through, And should there be an emergency, he can just pull it out, but it's still quite stiff to pull out, so it's still good and secure. He's going to eat me now, good boy. If he's eating me, that's a good sign. Means he's happy. Good boy. Just clip it on. Make sure the rope's out of the way. Got his hay. I'll shut at the front ramp and we'll be off. Good boy. Good boy. We're ready to go. It was good to see Comanche looking fairly calm whilst he was waiting to be towed away, even though everything had been closed up. As we set off, he steadied himself a little bit. And it was interesting to see that as we turned the corner very slowly, he still felt he had to heavily brace himself on the side. So that was just an interesting point to see with him. My husband's driving us so that if anything happens, we can stop and I can get out quickly and go see him. There's not much banging at the moment. There was a tiny bit as we set off, but it sounds okay for travelling. Look forward to seeing the footage off the camera in there to see how he did.
Oh, my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. And with the winter comes the ice, the snow. But I'm it all. No, my love, don't worry about the cold just yet. The trees haven't started to shed. Just feel the summer sun as it warms our bed. I'm lying, and I'm lying when I say I'm not afraid, but I'm trying to shelter you from pain. And oh, my love, the seasons come and they go, but I hope you know that I won't.
We're almost home now. It's probably been about 6-7 minutes to do a little lap around the nearest spot we could do, and we'll see how he is as he comes out. Hopefully he's had a good journey. Right, let's get him out and take a look at how he's done on the journey. Hi, JJ. They're saying hello to each other. He didn't go long, did he? Hi, baby. Hi. Let's get you, sweetie. He's a little bit warm and clammy, but he's done really well for his first ride back in the trailer since he got panicked. He looks fairly calm in himself. So yeah, let's get him out and put him back in the field. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. So that's it for our trailer confidence sessions with Comanche now. I'll probably, in our own time, take him on a few more short journeys and hopefully get him out somewhere again with JJ. Probably take him some trips with JJ in the trailer as well to see how he does with that. But for his little course back to confidence again and to not panicking about getting on and not panicking about traveling in the trailer, I think he's done excessively well. I'm so proud of him. Yes, Mummy's so proud of you. So I hope you've enjoyed our journey and we'll see you again next time. Don't forget to like and share, give us a follow and hit the notification button so you know when we post new videos. Bye.